Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Christine, and in today's video I've got a bunch of thrift flips, so let's jump right in. Okay, to start out, I've got this wood shelf. I love it. I paid only $2 at the thrift store, and it's got a good sized shelf here on top. I started out by just removing all of the hardware, and honestly, I would have paid $2, probably even more, for the knobs themselves. Originally, I thought they were plastic, but they are the cutest little glass knobs you can see right there, and there's 5 of them. So $2 for 5 knobs I thought was a great deal. Obviously the shelf was included, but you can see this little metal hook on this side. It's missing on the other side, so I do need to replace that. And it's a good sized shelf. In fact, I was curious, so I just grabbed my little tape measure, and it measures 3 feet long. So once I'm finished with this, I have a lot of room to style it. Red is not the color of the room I want to put this in, so I just grabbed my Rust-Oleum chalked paint in linen white, and this is just a bright, clean, crisp white. I use it all the time. I love it. I did need to apply 3 full coats because the red was quite dark and it kept peeking through, but I just allowed it to dry really well in between each coat. And you can see that little bead board on the inside of the shelf that just gives it so much character and that cottage feel. And then I just needed to clean the red paint residue from the bottom of these knobs. So I took a little scrub brush, some water, and some elbow grease to clean those up really well. I'm just reattaching all of the knobs. And this could not have been more easy. It is so cute. So just a reminder to look past the color when you're thrifting, because a can of paint can do wonders. And again, the knobs themselves I could have used on several different projects just if I purchased it for the knobs alone. So I'm really looking at items in a different way at the thrift store. I've got my little stud finder here so that I can hang this on the wall. And I love this little trick. You probably all know it. But just put a piece of tape on the back of your picture or your shelf, mark it up with pin where the nails are supposed to go, then you hang it on the wall, hammer your nails in, remove the tape, and you've got a perfect size to hang your shelf. And I love it. I wanted to give you an idea of styling. Obviously, these are all my thrift finds. I'll get some pictures for those frames. I'll remove the price tags. And then I want to buy some fluffy white flowers at Michael's to hang in that basket instead of just that greenery. But this looks so cute in our guest room, and I love it so much, and it was very simple. Next are these darling little wicker wreaths. They are just miniature. They're a little bit larger than your hand, so kind of small, and they're made out of that basket wicker material. They've already got the wrapping all the way around the edge, and I bought 3 of them at the thrift store. I only paid $1 each for them, and then I just ran over to the dollar store. I got these white little baby's breath. I pluck them off the stem, and since this already has the wrapping around the wicker, I just tucked each of these flowers inside of each of that wrapping. And then I just grabbed some jute ribbon that I purchased at the dollar store as well. I measured the size that I needed to cut from a hutch that I want to hang these on. And then I just cut this into place, and I'll show you how they look on the hutch. And then this one I just hung from the little knobs on the hutch, And honestly, I love them both ways. And here's my little helper. I'm babysitting this sweet fluffy dog for the next week, and she loves to go for car rides. Love these little wreaths. Okay, this next piece is this wooden tray. It's a good size and it's quite dusty. You can see I need to clean it, but it was originally purchased from Pottery Barn for $49. And this is why I love thrifting, because I got it for only $3 at the thrift store, but it's a little bit dark, so I want to lighten it up for my decor. And I've always been afraid of the easy off method. I thought for some reason it would just chew up and ruin the wood, but I thought this is a perfect piece to give it a try. You can see I'm nervous. I only sprayed a tiny little bit on this, but I'm going to do a full video on the easy off method because I've now tried it on several pieces of wood and I think I have a better idea of how it works now, but that's another video. So I just took some warm water and a scrub brush and scrubbed this up really well, and I realized I need to apply a lot more easy off if I want to get any reaction. So you can see here that I have sprayed it with a good amount of easy off. You can kind of see right there through the foam that it's starting to lighten up a little bit and it's starting to remove that top layer. And after scrubbing, this is what I was left with. But ultimately on this piece, I just took my sanding machine, lots of hours, and sanded this down to just a beautiful raw light wood underneath. I love all of the imperfections in the wood. And then I just grabbed some natural wood stain. I want to keep this light, bright, raw wood, and I just applied this natural wood stain. And look how beautiful. Again, all of those imperfections show up. I think this is so gorgeous for only $3, and I can use this to display a little vignette on my coffee table with a book and my cute birds that I thrifted right on my coffee table. Next, I got this adorable frame, and what I love about this is that blue color. It just has that cottage feel to it. I love that color so much. And then on the inside of this frame, you can kind of see that metal detail, and you don't really see it well against that blue, so I wanted to freshen it up, paint it gold, and I just love that contrast of the blue and the gold together. I think that's so beautiful. I only paid $1.50 for this. So I just grabbed in my stash some metallic gold paint that I use on a lot of projects and a little art brush, and I just proceeded to paint that on just the metal area. But you could use, there's tons of gold metallic paints out there. There's gilding wax, there's those little apple paints at Michael's store. There's lots of different gold paints that you can find. And I just painted this on, and I love the contrast between that beautiful blue and that gold. I think it's just so gorgeous. Next, a little gift to my son. I found this adorable little wooden mitt. I only paid $1.50 for it at the thrift store, and the timing was perfect because he has this special wooden bat that he's been wanting to hang up in his room since we moved in. And so I started out by just cleaning it up really well, and then I put some Restore a finish on it. And if you haven't had a chance to use this product, I love it. It just removes any scuffs or watermarks from your wood pieces. I'm using a light color because it's not a stain, it's just a restore. We hung this up. He's got his favorite little baseball bat on there. We grabbed one of his baseballs and it looks so cute in his room and he loves it, which makes me so happy. Next, if you saw this video, I found these two sisters and I love them. They're large, gorgeous vases. I just love the bottom of these, that antique metal gold kind of look to it. And then the lids and the center, not so much. That's not my style. But originally I thought I could buy that frosted spray can paint at Home Depot and just spray the glass of these and just see how it turned out. But then I started to scratch them a little bit and I could see that I was kind of getting a little bit of this off. And a few of you reached out to me on this video and gave me the best ideas. One of them was paint acetone, which is such a great idea. And by the way, I love it when you guys give me ideas. I love trying new things, but I didn't have any of that on hand and I wanted to get started. By the way, I only paid $3 each for these. So if they didn't turn out, I didn't feel like I was missing out too much, but I decided just to try and scrub them first of all with just kind of a bristle sponge and some water. I tried that out and I was getting a little bit of that off. And then I grabbed some Ajax, which obviously is a little bit more coarse, and I put that on my sponge and started to scrub for a couple hours, a little water, a little Ajax, a little elbow grease. I did have to be careful because the glass was quite delicate and I was nervous that I was going to crack it while I was scrubbing. And there is that big sister. Let's see how this works out. I love those lids. Again, just look at the patina on those. It's so beautiful. It is coming clean. You can see I've got a little bit left on the bottom that I need to get out, but this is looking gorgeous. Look how pretty these turned out. Just those glass in the center and then those fun little lids. I decided I wanted to do something to the inside of these. So I just grabbed some of those clear marbles. I thought if I put these by the window, the reflection of the sunlight and all those marbles on the glass is going to be so pretty. And then I added some seashells on the top that we picked up from one of our recent beach trips. And who knows, I may not leave these in here, but for now, I absolutely love it. The marbles just have a gorgeous reflection in the light by the window, and they are just so beautiful. And that's it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me today. Please like and subscribe. It sure does help my channel. And I hope the rest of your day is absolutely awesome. Bye-bye.